Here we are, guys. Welcome to a postcard from No Man's Skies. That's going to be the name of this series, because this is basically the way I'm now going to record it. I had a kind of a think, and I am quite literally recording this straight after part one, the continuity. I've had a short break, and then I'm back again. But I had a kind of think, and I thought, yeah, let's do this like a kind of travel log. Now, I've got a problem in the sense that we want to get in that door, but we've got two of these guys hanging around, and I can guarantee you that the moment I start attacking that door, they're going to attack me. So I'm going to do it straight away, just purely and simply because if I get killed, I can just the game will just crash. Or not crash, sorry, I will just be able to reload the game and we won't have lost anything. Reload the game. We're taking a bashing. Hopefully, I'm ignoring the sentinels because hopefully, as soon as we get inside and hide, they will forget all about us. Holding JK Prime. There we are, Sentinel Force deactivated. So they kind of... This is a kind of source of free credits. You can also collect from the plants. We've got a multi-tool here. We've got a range booster Sigma. Scanners detection range is increased. Yep, thank you. We'll have to. Let's see what this is. Gek. The security alert is scrambling the screen. It's chaotic jumble of words. There's just enough viable text to point me to the towards the right workflow, but potentially bring the installation back online. It says docking, so I would say space station. Sometimes if you haven't got the words, you've just got to guess. So we've got a cannon damage Sigma. So that's a nice bit of technology. Yeah, I mean, generally the consequences of kind of giving the wrong question is you just don't get anything. So if you don't feel that, you know, if you can't guess it, well, fair enough. It's not the end of the world. I think we're just gonna we'll charge up and see what else we can charge up, and then what we're gonna do is always, when you're recharging, try and kind of dump off the smallest one first. I think what we're going to do is kind of go over there. There's some plutonium and stuff over there, and it's in the right direction for the ship anyway. We'll go and get some more energy before we go. A little bit of phasing on the screen there. I think that's the load. And again, one of the points, you hear a lot of guys here talk about birds. We have to try and scan those. I presume they're a valid life form. Yeah, a lot of guys will talk about graphic capability, but one thing you need to remember about this game is that it's procedurally generated. And it's something I noticed with my recording, that what comes under pressure is the CPU. So oh bugger. This life support seems to go down very, very quickly. Yes, and what was I saying? Yeah, so what you want to do is shut down all your other programs, all those cool apps and stuff that you have in the background. And this is the reason why... Oh, come on, birds. So you all fly away. Come on. Those birds are bats. A bit bat-like, actually. Come on. Oh, come on, bird. Yeah, so you don't want lots of junk running in the background when you're playing this game. And I know a lot of people, and yes, it does put some pressure on the graphics card, but more importantly, it's going to put a lot of pressure on your CPU. So I think we're back to where we were before, aren't we? Come on. heck am I going to scan those things? Yep, thank you. Oh, we've got this stuff here, so I need to send that back. And the gag graph and the plutonium. And we'll move the iron back to where it should be. Come on. There's one way to do this, but nah, I won't do that. I was just saying you can shoot them down, but you won't be that cruel. We'll just have to try and get them another way. And to be honest, if we can't get them all in this, it'd be nice. It's nice to have, but I think if we don't get them all on this planet, we'll get them all on another planet. Actually, no, I'm back. Oh, now I've turned myself around. That's my. We'll have one more go. Come on. Oh well, never mind. Bugger. That's my own fault, my own stupidity. I think what we'll do is we'll see if we can gather something to trade, and then what we'll do is we'll get up into space. Yeah, there's a bit of gold here. A bit more plutonium. We can grab some gold. These crystal outcrops are often better than the... I wish I knew what keeps hitting me. I don't know if you can walk into things. I didn't think you could walk into things. Oh. It seems determined to kill me. So I think what we'll do is we'll wander around here and... Yeah, they're way too high up. And grab a bit more gold and stuff, and then we'll go out into space. A bit more. Never get enough plutonium. I think that's enough. Quick scan, see if there's anything of other interest around. I mean, I'd love to kind of complete the first planet, but maybe we'll just, well, let's say, let's get out, let's follow the instructions. It says here, leave the planet, right. Leave the planet, we just need to take off. You can't scan, press the F thing, nothing happens. You can't scan from the ship, it'd be nice if you could scan from the ship. And all you do is just accelerate out. So it's seamless, as advertised, and if you're impatient you can just press the pulse engine now, and that blasts you straight out into space. And we are now out in space, and this comes down to the source of the fuel. So the first thing we're going to do is blast some asteroids. This is by far the best source of Thalmium 9, which is what powers your pulse engine, which you certainly need to keep charged up. So we'll get plenty of that in, and we can now
technology recharge.
So I've never tried it. Let's see what happens. So you can't fly into the ground. You can't fly into. Oh. So yeah, you do take damage if you fly into an asteroid. So it says press C to activate. This is the Starship scanner. They see the point I was saying about it's not so much a tutorial, it's a guided. Yeah, it kind of gives you. Well, before we go and investigate that, you we'll gather some more radium 9. As far as I know, the photon cannon doesn't defuel. It will work, assuming I can hit anything with it. I don't think can I hit? No. I don't have any other weapons on this ship. It's a bit like a flying barge anyway, so... But we'll just see they're in the way. Just clear these out. Now if I line up on that beacon, it says 2 hours. So I could sit here quite happily and we'd have 2 hours of recording of looking at that icon, but I hit the pulse engine. Hopefully this will look nice and steady on the recording. When I did a test recording before the patch dropped, it was a bit choppy. So hopefully this time it's going to be a bit better. We're going to fly off to this beacon. This is obviously going to be another planet. So we're going to fly to our second planet. Hopefully it might... Well, it could be anything. I mean, planet types are... A lot of people say they look the same, but they do. But then, if you go into astronomy and look at the different, you know, the moon and planets are planets, I suppose. It won't burn up in the atmosphere. This is very visual effect. The rumbling noise is, well, dramatic. Oh, water, water, water! I'm on my first planet with water. Oops, I think I might have overcooked that. Oh no! Oh, look at that precision landing. So we're on humid, standard things, flora rare. We've got grass. And we've discovered.
Navigational data received.
So we've got an incoming signal detected. We've got any goodies around here? No. No, we'll just have a quick look round before we go. This is quite a nice green planet. Obviously this is a... Compared to my first system, when I was playing on the other game, that was horrendous. I don't think I had one... I don't think I actually had a single planet that had any real fertility on it. Let's just a quick look here. So... Yeah, this is Tuska Lake. Well, it says there's no animal life on it, just things, just waypoints. So I think we'll rename this. What should we call this? Warm Jaggy. So I'm not very original with the names. Plus, to be honest, we're probably not going to stick around that long with this system. So any really good names, I think we'll keep for that there. These floating rocks. That's one thing I kind of don't think they've done that well, and I'd love to see them introduce it. Would be a better concept of gravity. The gravity seems to be quite uniform. Certainly got to check out the water, because this is the first water I've actually seen. Can I land in the water? Can't actually fly into the ground. I've got to try it. I've got to try it. No, it won't let you land in the water. What a shame. It'd be nice if you could make the ship into a submarine. Go investigating the water, but we're going to check the water out. We'll go and check out, we'll follow the thread of the tutorial. There's a little bit of pixelating going on there. Oh, this is a lot further away than I thought it was going to be. Hopefully it's a beach resort, and then we can kind of go down to the beach and the water and see what it's like. I say every planet I've had so far, or in my first game, was dry, very, very dry. I think one was freezing, one was hot, and one was toxic. And that was the kind of all of that, right? And it is a beach resort. Pretty close to it. So, of course, nowhere near the... Absolutely nowhere near whatsoever near the thing, but we can always make a pass and kind of go there, but let's go and see what they want first. Like there's a bit of... oh, emerald. Now, I know for sure that's the first time I've actually ever seen it, but what I've been told, the guys talking on the streams, is that emerald's one of the most valuable minerals you can have. Right, obviously this is guys. Yeah, hello, Mister. I think you're a Gek. Yeah, you're a director, Athrid, with some pretty crazy eyes, 4 eyes. A lone creature awaits you, diminutive, beaked, unthreatening, regards me with a passing curiosity, chatters briefly in a language I cannot comprehend, then passes me a slate. I start to realize I can understand the text on it. In disbelief, I ensure the creature's eye has turned away in interest. I suspect that it is a mere courier and author. Right. This is the blueprint. Now, this is the primary reason why I've not... oh, yeah, got hyperdrive. That is the primary reason why I've not redeemed the pre-order ship, because there seems to be a bug that if you redeem the pre-order ship, it breaks the thread and you don't get you don't get the hyperdrive technology, which isn't exactly a game breaker, but it will cause problems when it's... well, some guys have said that it actually causes problems. I'm not too sure why it causes problems, but no. That's just a little clunk. I've just had to adjust my microphone. Click the green here, you compare. That's 7 slots. That's a bolt caster, a scanner. I've got a 3-range booster. That could be quite useful, but I don't want to spend all my money on that. I think I'll decline that. I think we can get something better than that. I think we've at least want and to go up 1 slot, I think. Base station, yes. We beat shields at maximum. Known met 2 aliens. Yeah, return to travel to space station. Yeah, got to go to the space station to buy an ingredient. I can't remember. I'll look it up in a minute. But see if we can sell anything from here. Got a bit of gold, so I think we're sell off the gold. And I think everything else is in the... well, we sold a bit of gold anyway. And before we go anywhere, we're going to go up to the space station. We're going to check out the rest of this place. See what else they got here. Restore the shield. Not that we really need it to be restored, but what technology we can get here. Got Boltcaster Clip Sigma. Boltcaster memory's capacity is increased. Yep. As I say, I'm not going to really upgrade my multi-tool for this one, because I'm pretty sure we should be able to get something a bit better. We'll see if we can get another word from the encyclopedia. Got the Gek word for spawn. And I think when I came in I saw a beacon or it's around here. Yep, there it is. It's like there's some... so.
Life support power low.
Yep, thank you. I think we'll see if we can find another monolith. I think it's quite advantageous to... oh, it's right across the water. I think you know where we're going to go next, guys. What we're going to do is kind of perk up the... it pays to kind of just go through and top all the kit up. Yeah. with it. You can see now we can top up with the Thamium. And which way was the water? Well, it's this way, isn't it? I think we're... See if we can go down and check out the water. Don't think there's a threat at the moment, so we'll get a bit of plutonium on the way through. That's iron. Okay. See if we can find the water. Probably a lot further away than it should be, but I think it's over that way actually, because that monolith was across the water, so I think I'm probably walking parallel now, but so we go. Ah, there it is. But there's some quite good minerals down here as well, so I'm just gonna go down and check out some plants, minerals down here as well, so we'll grab these. Rysonite is, it's used for repairing things. It's also quite a handy, you quite often get asked for it by there, so. That's a river. That's cool. Oh! Follow the river, see if it actually flows to the sea. Sorry I'm playing guys, but obviously it goes behind the rocks. Okay, well, right up over. Oops. Ah. Oh, you drown. Oh, on that. Don't know whether the... Oops. So, despite being in water, you can actually overheat your... Oh, that's obviously your blaster doesn't work very well underwater. Scan. Carbonite. So we can get above and breathe again. Shame there's no life in there though. Have another look down. What's this lot? So is that just iron down here? Yeah. I like the seabed. I'd just love to. Shame there's no creatures there. Oxygen protection at 75%. Oh well. I'm sure we're going to see plenty of other. So we've got to find our way back to the ship now. It'd be nice to have something that. What do they call it? Hopefully there will be some technology that will allow you to how can you say, that will allow you to call your ship to you in the future. That'd be quite a nice and neat feature. But I don't know what that's worth, but we'll grab a little bit just to see. We're going to be going up to the space station. So, oops. Maybe we'll get a bit more. Again, the overheating, honestly, I'm slightly underwhelmed by the underheating, because you kind of take your finger off. There's a ship taking off over there. Is there a base over there? Go and check out. Oh, of course there's a base, because that's where my ship is. Oh, sorry guys. Rain out to lunch. Been a bit of a long day, but I wanted to get this done today. I've been putting it off and kind of half making excuses for not doing it because of work pressures. And if any of you guys who are actually regular viewers to the channel, you know that the Antian and the White Huns Let's Plays are in their final stages, and I'm a bit fixated on it, and I will confess that being a bit impatient is probably the polite word to say it, in the fact that I'm a few parts ahead now than unpublished, because I want to see what happens. And I think this is one of the downsides when you record. You get to certain, like, a stage in the campaign and you kind of think, oh yeah, I want to know what happens next. I want to do it. And to discipline yourself and say, well, you've got to wait a day or 2 days before you can fight that battle, do something. And I must admit, I'm getting a little bit guilty now. I wouldn't say... well, I am moving forward a lot with the campaigns, but... And so we're going to get up here. Of course, we've got the knowledge stones. I think it pays to build up the vocabulary as quickly as possible, because it means that you will get the advantages. But any of you guys who've come to this channel to watch No Man's Sky, I will promise you I'm not going to be like some of these guys who will just do 4 or 5 parts and then lose interest and go off and see another game. You see a strange vision. A small winged creature lands on the very top of the monolith. Suddenly its eyes glow red and its head revolves in a full circle. It screams for mercy in an ancient voice that it wants itself dead. The poor animal's clearly broken its neck, but the monolith's power of possession still animates it. I wonder if the right thing is to shoot it and put out its misery. Yeah, we'll shoot it. That's the decent thing to do. Yeah. No creature should suffer. Health levels rise. Wonder if that's a permanent boost. That'd be quite nice. You've got a Gek relic. Confused. You have learned 10 words. What I will show you is, once this is finished doing, if I press escape, go to journey. You'll see here, this is the journey milestone, so you can see we've travelled kind of 7,001 there. We learned 10 words, we met 2 aliens, we've earned 75,000 units, we destroyed no starships, no sentinels, we haven't actually survived any extreme conditions, we haven't discovered all the species on the planet, so I don't know if there's any more than that. So I think there's my spaceship, there it is. I think what we'll do is, we're coming up roughly to about half an hour. We'll spend a bit more time shuffling around this planet, and then we'll go up to the space station, do the next part of the walkthrough. Bit of gold down there. So, well, let's do a flyover actually. Kind of do a bit of a gentle flyover. Just have a look at the terrain. That down there, that beach? Or is that just an imperfection in the... Travel to the space station, yep. I think what we'll do is, actually let's check that out, that looks a bit weird on the landscape. Yeah. So this is part of the game, is just letting the ship drift across the surface. And, oh no, obviously that's a bit of fringing. But I would say that's going to be something worth checking out. We've obviously got something here. Spectre, got some health. What am I actually short of? We've got... we're a bit low on carbon, a bit low on iron, and we really definitely need some more zinc. Zinc is quite a rare item, and you need to hunt it and hoard it, but you can buy it once you've got enough money. But this is quite a big block, so but we're gonna have to make some space for this, I think. Get rid of the copper and the emerald. Oh, emerald. So I think this is going to take a little while to mine, guys. So what I will do is, obviously I don't want to bore the pants off here, because what I'm going to do is stand here and blast the buggery out of this. Actually, just get a bit of plutonium while we're at it. There's a bit of iron in somewhere. And so what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to mine this, and similar to, did I see something in the grass there? Or is that my imagination? Go away, go away, go away. I'm trying to get rich here, guys. Give a poor space traveller a break. Go on, clear off, clear off, clear off, clear off. Yeah, I'm a poor space traveller trying to make a few bucks or a few credits, whatever you want to call it. I'm just rounding this out. As I was saying, what I will do is I will basically cut the video here, guys. Same as like when I do an end turn on in Total War. Obviously it doesn't want to, and I will see you back once I've collected enough of this to think. So I'll see you in a minute, guys. Oh well. Welcome back, guys, and I have a slight problem in the fact that I've gone down and I think I need to make a flat vertical wall, because I've managed to, in my greed, I've managed to, I'm hoping that I can get up this wall. If I can't, I'm going to be in serious trouble. Oh! Here we are, guys. And this stuff's still going down. I mean, I made the mistake of moving on to it because I thought I'd get better access, but so I've actually created myself an emerald mine. I don't know how far it goes down. It's just a scan. Blooming heck! That could go down. I could be on the way to the centre of the planet. But I think I'm going to stop there, guys. Cause, for some reason the centre, I don't know if the centre is non-thing, but if once this is finished, if I fire at this, that doesn't work. So it's almost like some of the emeralds actually encased in non-mineable rock, unless my tiny little titchy mining beam isn't strong enough to actually do it. But I think we had a nice haul from that though, guys. Look at this. There, that's the ship inventory. We've done very well out of that. So I think we've done very, very well. Oh, look at that. Didn't realise you could do that either. I found out something else as well. If you drag one over that, automatically pops up the stacks. Right, I think that's enough emerald, and I was starting to get a bit worried. That's why I stopped, because you can see that's a pretty deep hole. Hopefully no future traveller of the future is going to come along and fall down it. I don't know. I suspect that what actually happens is I've got a little bit of knowledge about how procedural generation works, but it doesn't store it. So I think this is one of the reasons why they probably never implemented multiplayer, because I think you find if a somebody else arrived on this planet, they would see it as lost my ship. Where's my ship gone? They would see it complete. They wouldn't see it like with the damage I've done to it, like mining out that column or something like that, which I think is one of the big problem they've probably got with multiplayer, in the sense that I've collected that, haven't I? Got a quick. There's nothing else around it. Downside of a lot of these very kind of fertile planets is that they seem to be quite resource kind of spare, but I'm certainly going to make a note of this planet, because I think Emerald, if I check correctly, yeah, Emerald is 275 units a pop. So I think that's, you can say we've made a nice little tiny profit there. So let's get up to go to the space station. Yeah, so I think that's probably the problem with procedurally generated, that it doesn't save it. It's not a predefined. Oh, I've barrel rolled. Come on. I can imagine you guys saying he's the world's worst pilot, and I am. I must admit, I'm not very good at. Big work. Oops. Nope, missed it. Big work. Get a bit more energy. Not very good shot either, actually. Must admit, you see the centre of the console is the radar, but I'm not convinced it's. That's Ducati Prime. That's Ducati that's got loads and loads of emerald on it. And what we're going to do now, we're not going to spend an hour flying to the spaceship. I'm just going to kick this in. And I'm going to go to the space station. Whoops. Oh, bang on the button. And don't need to worry, guys, the ship actually auto-docks. I was hardly touching the controls all the way in there. Again, I know purists, and there's part of me would say, oh, I'd love to be able to pilot the ship in, and you know, a bit like Elite, where you have to fly the ships in. But at the same time, another part of me says, oh, I've got problems. You can jetpack up here, but based on my performance in the last part, I'm not crap. I'm not the best jetpack person. I think you get the hang of it eventually. I use the slope. Over there is a door, but it's open with an Atlas pass. So until we find out exactly what this Atlas pass thing is, I will kind of pass on that. So we're just going to come in here and see who we got here. Anyone here? Nobody here? Am I meant to talk to someone? What am I supposed to do? Oh, buy dynamic resonator from Galactic Trade Terminal. We need a... No. So what we're going to do... Well, I think we'll sell stuff first. Make some space. Look at that. Sell 14. Yeah, well, we'll sell that. Anything else here of any value? Well, I want to hang on to the crystalite and the zinc. And most of my stuff here. Personally, I think the shielding plate thing isn't worth occupying a space. If it's stacked, yes, sell the graph, the right thing. Certainly going to sell the copper. Oh, look at that, 200. Oh, well, rich. And what have we got? What have we got to buy? A dynamic resonator. Well, that was expensive, but we can afford it. Suspension, non-reactive, vital manufacturers, exos. Oh well, well. So, yep, we've just spent all our valuable. Got another milestone, sorry. Yes, we've made a lot. I think we'll be going back to Ducati. See this red here? This is another part of the space station. I'm going to use an Atlas lot pass to get into it. So, no. And I think the boat applies to both places. So, anything way we can do is go back this way. And yep. And you can see here, well, that's a bit reminiscent to the Millennium Falcon. Oh no, the front doesn't look like the Millennium Falcon. It's a shame that you can't really 3D them. The back looked a bit like the Millennium Falcon. But what you can do is come up to these guys and press, and they will trade with you. And you can also click here, and he's got a 23 slot ship, 1 million, God. But there is another way to get ships, which I will think, but you can trade with these guys. So, and actually what I'm going to do, I think I've got the template, and what you do now is you actually put that in to install the. Yeah, well, I'll do it anyway. I've got plenty of cash, so basically that's what you do to build the hyperdrive. But what I'm actually going to do now is I've got the hyperdrive template, which is what I wanted, and I'm on the wrong menu. I think it's time now to. I think it's option. It's either when I'm recording this. This is on the 21st. Still Monday. And what we're going to do is redeem the bonus content. So you've got the hyperdrive template, and we can compare the ships. You need to compare because this is our current starship and this is our new one. So our new one's got basically the same as the other ship. We've got photon cannons and all we've got so far is post there. But the important thing you've got to remember is to transfer over everything into here of value, otherwise you lose it. You can't transfer these though. See? So, and what we're going to do is accept. And I better say my ship's disappeared, but it's actually over there. You can only own one ship at a time. I'd love them, like, because there's talk about them introducing bases, and to be honest, I would love them to kind of have a base so you can own more than one ship. I mean, that would be really cool. And we're gonna pop up our thrusters. We've got this here. I think we've got enough for a warp drive. We've got to fuel the hyperdrive. But I think first what we're going to do is get some. Oops. Any milestone accompanied. Journey milestone accomplished. Enable galactic travel accomplished. So. So we're now open galactic map by. So I think it's basically telling us we can hyperdrive, move. I think what we're going to do before we go anywhere is I'm going to go back to the planet's surface. I'm not going to hyperdrive in this part, guys. Time's pushing on. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to. Oh, this is iridium. Oh, you can get. I thought you'd only get. We're going to blast our way through the. I think we're going to turn around and get the rest of that one. I think iridium's quite rare, actually. I think. We can go backwards now. I knew one of the ships could go backwards. A bit weird, really, that we can get reverse thrusters. I think we'll mine up the rest of the iridium. I won't get all of it, but. A bit more maybe in line. Let's have a quick look at the iridium. Oh, it's not that valuable. It's a bit of a swizz, that is. We got plenty of thorium. I think we need some plutonium before we go travelling. Got a bit of stock there. So, yeah. We've destroyed that. I think what we're going to do before we go, I think the next step is to, which I haven't done. This is about as far as I've got because in my previous game I spent a lot more time wandering around the planet, and I don't think I want to go to the thing. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Warm Jacati, do a bit of resource mining, and maybe a bit more exploration first. I won't do the resource mining on camera for you guys. I'll do that before we go out into space for the next part. And I think what we'll do is we'll just do a little bit more exploration of the planet and just check things out and see if I can show you something before we go. I've just whizzed across the surface. Obviously a bit of a break up on the textures there, but I don't think it detracts that much. It just looks a bit like a sandy beach. I know some guys are perfectionists, and I know I've seen some people comparing the graphics to other games, and you got to remember is those graphics are not procedurally generated. There, you can't shoot anything with this. It doesn't die. You can't crash into the ground either. So we can fly across here. That's what I'm looking for. See if we can just. See if we can land next to it. And see if we can see if we're going to strike lucky first thing out. And oh no, get some Damien 9. Not that we really need it, but and craft. So get a bit of bypass chip. And I'm just going to show. So hopefully we'll be able to show you guys. And monolith transmission shelter, that's what I'm after. Just want to show this to you guys before I wind up this part. Ah, bang on! Yes. This is a drop pod, and that's exactly what I was looking for. You don't always get them. Sometimes you get other things, but yeah, drop pod. They are certainly worth visiting. And we're going to go straight for the drop pod because I want to show you got something down there, but that's a transmission tower. We can always visit that later on, or find another one. There's lots of... I mean, to be honest, part of me would like these bases and things to be a bit rare on the surface of the planet, but then the planets are very, very big. So maybe kind of... Sorry, brain went out to lunch there. Someone waved at me and kind of reminded me that I've got to do something after I've finished this recording. And I've got to make a fairly important phone call, because part of my job is actually talking to people. In other words, and I basically, sometimes I have to basically, well, just to say, I've got to phone somebody in Australia, which means that it's the morning in Australia, so before I call it a night, I've got to phone them up to check some details related to my job. So I have to... That's the basic principle of it. We'll just grab the save point. Destination reached. So... Plains of Texi. These things need Atlas passes. A bit of a pain, but this is what we're really, really after. Come round here. Come in here. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. You get exosuit upgrade, and you get a free spot which expands your exosuit. The first one's free, so it's certainly worth getting. Let's just go and check up there. Sorry, somewhere. Actually, let's have a get in the life forms. Oops. X switches the tool over. I think when you reload it or refuel it, it kind of by default flips back to... Oh, look at that, more emerald. And this is probably a quicker way to mine it, because you seem to get... It's quicker in the pure crystal form. So it's almost like this is the pure crystal form. So if you find gold or emerald or something like this in the crystalline form, it yields more. And if you destroy the whole lot, you can see there we've got 26. Then we'll grab a bit more plutonium. Don't think that's... That was a nice haul. Get a bit more. It's also easier on the laser, you can see. One of the reasons it took me quite some time to mine out that great big column was the mining laser kept overheating. I don't think there's anything happening. Hear the echo? I'll stop talking, you can hear it. It's a real spooky echo. I mean, it probably might not sound there, but because I'm wearing headsets, it's quite a little bit spooky looking through here. Oh, I might as well pick up the rest of the plutonium while we're here. And Plains of Texi. I don't think. Let's have a quick check to see what we got energy wise. We've got plenty of plutonium. Got a bit of thorium. We'll send that back. Send the plutonium to the... And I think send the emerald. So how are we doing? Oops, didn't mean to do that. There. Yeah, we've got the iridium. Got plenty of thorium to fuel the ship. I think what we'll do is we'll mine some iridium. Emerald, if we can find some more. But I will do that off camera. Let's see, I'm just coming up to the hour. Is there anything else that I can show you guys quickly? before we go, or I think I'm going to wind it up here, guys. So hope you've enjoyed the episode and found it interesting, including me digging a great big hole in the surface of the planet, which I think is a bit weird, but and so this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. In the next part we'll be flying off into space. So what I will do is I will collect some more emerald off camera. I'm just going to jump in the ship and then jump out again to get the save point. As I say, I will, and what we will do is fly to our next planetary system, and I will do some housekeeping off camera. So that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.